In 793 AD, Viking raiders stormed the small tidal island of Lindisfarne, England, attacking the monastery that had long been rumored to house immense treasures. This brutal raid is one of the most infamous in history, but what makes it even more extraordinary is the strange and otherworldly events that allegedly unfolded during the attack. According to accounts from that time, the skies above Lindisfarne were filled with violent whirlwinds, lightning strikes, and fiery dragons streaking across the sky. Was this an odd natural occurrence, or was there something much more mysterious at play? Could these strange celestial phenomena be proof that the Vikings were not acting alone, and were in fact being assisted by otherworldly beings? Ancient astronaut theorists believe the answer may lie in the mythology of the Norse gods. In Norse traditions, the gods are deeply intertwined with the cosmos and the natural world, each one possessing incredible powers that allowed them to control elements like thunder, fire, and the weather. But could these gods actually be more than just mythological figures? What if Odin, Thor, Freyr, and the others were not gods at all, but extraterrestrial beings wielding advanced technology? Some theorists suggest that the legendary powers of these gods were actually sophisticated tools, technology that the ancient Norse could only describe as divine. The story of Odin and his two ravens, Hugin and Munin, offers intriguing clues to this theory. According to the Edda, Odin would send his two magical ravens out each morning, and they would return to him at night, bringing reports of everything they had seen and heard. While scholars typically interpret these ravens as mere symbolic creatures representing thought and memory, ancient astronaut theorists suggest something much more technological. What if the ravens were actually spy drones or reconnaissance devices sent out to gather intelligence from distant lands, returning to Odin like modern-day spy planes or satellites? This idea raises the possibility that Odin's wisdom was not just the result of divine insight, but of advanced surveillance technology that gave him an edge over his enemies. The idea of Norse gods using advanced technology is further supported by the story of Thor and his hammer, Mjolnir. Thor, the god of thunder, is often depicted as wielding his powerful hammer to summon storms and lightning. But could this hammer have been something more than a symbolic weapon? Ancient astronaut theorists believe that Mjolnir might not have been just a tool for creating thunder, but a highly sophisticated piece of technology, perhaps a weapon used for extraterrestrial combat. Thor's ability to control the weather, to call down lightning and create storms, seems to suggest that his hammer could have been a form of energy weapon, capable of manipulating the elements in ways that defy modern understanding. Further evidence for the connection between Norse mythology and extraterrestrial technology can be found in the tale of Freyr's ship, Skidbladnir. This magical vessel was said to be able to fold up and fit in a pocket, yet when unfurled it became one of the greatest ships of the Viking Age, capable of traveling with a perfect, constant wind. Some theorists suggest that Skidbladnir might have been a spacecraft, a highly advanced craft designed by beings far beyond the capabilities of the ancient Norse. The sons of Ivaldi, the legendary dwarves who crafted the magical tools of the gods, could have been engineers or even extraterrestrial beings who created these advanced devices for the gods. The Norse gods, with their technological tools and powers, seem to blur the line between mythology and extraterrestrial reality. Could the ancient gods of the Vikings have been extraterrestrial visitors, misunderstood by the Norse as gods? And if so, could these beings have been the same ones depicted in the myths of other ancient civilizations, such as the Greeks? Some theorists believe that the Greek gods and the Norse gods were, in fact, the same beings, simply described by different names and in different ways. The similarities between gods like Thor and the Greek god Zeus, both associated with thunder and lightning, suggest that these two pantheons may have been referring to the same extraterrestrial beings. As we explore the ancient myths and legends of the Norse, it becomes clear that the distinction between gods and advanced extraterrestrial beings is not as clear-cut as we might think. Could the Norse gods, with their remarkable powers and otherworldly technology, have been visitors from another realm, bringing with them knowledge and tools far beyond what the ancient Vikings could comprehend? The evidence, when viewed through the lens of ancient astronaut theory, suggests that the truth may be far more extraordinary than we ever imagined.